Yeah, so I populated the model over here, and there are a couple helpful, I think, few things that I want to go over so that uh hopefully that will help you when you are populating the interiors with the five assets. So one of the things was the let me enable this. So over here, I have a bathroom over here. So usually the floor for the bathroom materials are not wood. They are usually like a tile. So if you're using the wood for the interior floors, you probably want to apply something else for the bathrooms. And I just in the Rhino, I just separated the geometry. So kind of like this, I just separated this geometries and created the new layer. So this one is in floor balcony. And I applied different materials for it in this material inside of the Rhino layer. And that's how I how I was able to apply different materials for the floors. Okay. The other things is I'm trying to apply the material to wooden material to this and this over here. Um, so I just created this new layer for balcony floors over here. So let me change this over here. So now, and then it has this grid 6, the custom material that you can download from the canvas. But you probably noticed there are different size on the this grid over here. And to fix this, we just have to select all the uh, geometries that's on this floor balcony layer. You can also right click and select the object. And you can go to the property panels, click on this icon over here for the texture mapping, and click on this apply box mapping icon. And then I just have to kind of create a box by left clicking 3 times inside of the Rhino modeling space. And it asks for the cap. So I'm going to hit enter. And now you will notice all these size of the material is equal, same. They have a same scale. So that's what you want to see. And once that is done, you can go to the assets, and I'm going to just apply materials for something like this, probably. And I'm just going to apply that over here. And I can always adjust the size of them. Let's just say, or the other way. Uh, yeah, that's probably something like this. Looks good. And I want to make that slightly lighter. So I might kind of do that to adjust the some of the conditions, I think. Okay, that looks probably okay for me. Yeah, and the other things is there is layers inside of the D5 renders, and you can left click this to add layers, and you can rename them. Let's just say furnitures in this case. And if you go into I'm going to select all of these uh, objects for the furnitures, and I'm going to kind of place inside of the furniture group over here, even this. And when you have these things, assets, geometries in one place, you can select everything. And if you go to Inspector tab and click on this layer, you can always change that to the layer for the furnitures. In this way, either you can turn this off over here, or you can also turn that off from this layer as well. And that's probably comes in handy. And when all these materials are under one kind of group, if I try to select one geometry, one assets, that selects everything. If you wanted to individually select something, you just have to double click on it, and then you should be able to select all that. Um, um, if you select any of the geometries, for example, this over here, and type Z, that will zoom into the selected object inside of the D5 Blender. Um, and when you are inside of this assets, let's just say you're searching for something, but you can't find it, especially in the model, let's just say, you can always type those things in. So if you type sync, for example, and hit enter, you can see like some options pops up over here. So that's another way to look for some of the assets inside of the D5 Blender list of the D5 Blender assets. And then lastly, so in here, I have a sink over here. But because there is no hole on the counter, this looks not right at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to Rhino and cut this out over here so that I can place the sink in here. So to do that, I'm just going to bring back this drawings over here, go to top view, and then if I go back to somewhere over here and change that to the wireframe, actually sync is up here. So I'm going to draw a rectangle over here, and then go back to perspective, and I'm gonna bring this back, bring this up over here, EXC, enter to extrude curve, and I'm gonna do a Boolean split, enter, and I'm going to select this as well as the countertop, hit enter. Now it's gonna ask for the cutting surface, which is this guy, hit enter. And now I can select this over here, and kind of there's a big cutout in this kitchen sink slash cabinet. So now if I go over here, I can take this, double click on the sink, and I can just move this and rotate this by 90 degrees and kind of bring this up here. Okay, let's see. So it does look like this need to become wider. So I'm gonna left click this to so that I can individually adjust the dimensions over here. And let's see. So that looks okay. Yeah. So that's how you can create the kitchen sink inside of the kitchen. Yeah, I think that was sort of it. Hopefully that is helpful when you are at this stage. Um, yeah, so now I'm going to render this in the plan view. So I'm gonna go to the camera over here, left click camera, go to top, and I'm going to select this and type Z to zoom in. And I'm actually gonna actually I forgot this, but I'm gonna bring back that ground, uh, kind of like this. And let's just say that looks good, except I'm gonna click on this here and I'm gonna probably zoom in a bit. And I'm gonna click over here, this section plane, click on the preview fill color so that I can see all these white fill over here. Um, yeah, I think that looks okay. And I'm going to render this. So click on, well, actually, before I render, I actually would like to render this twice. Once without the furnitures, and second image with furnitures. So first one, I would like to render this kind of just like this, and then go from there. So I'm going to click on the image. Let's see. I think we should be rendering at the 16K at this point. But I'm just gonna render this in 8K for now. But like, I think you guys should be rendering at the 16K or 8K at least. And click on the channels, making sure all these are selected, and I'm gonna go hit render. And I'm going to save this in a hybrid floor plan, floor plan one, rendering, click open, yep, save. Okay, so the first render is finished. So I'm gonna turn on all the furnitures and I'm going to render again. And I'm just gonna use same exact view and the settings. So render. Um Floor plan 2. Okay, so now the both renderings are finished. So I'm just gonna open up the Illustrator file. I'm gonna close the D5 render. Okay, so now I have this open. So I'm going to take both of these images together and drop it in the Illustrator file over here. And that's on this layer, layer one. So I'm gonna rename that as images and bring that to the bottom of the layers. And I'm gonna lock all the layers except this images layer. And yeah, so I'm going to rotate this by 180 degrees by pressing Shift. And if I press Shift again and left click to scale this down, something like this, and I'm doing it. There are two images here, and I'm just I'm scaling both of them together, and then I'm just gonna kind of continue doing that till I can get this line up. See a little bit more. Kind of like this. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'm getting closer. Just a little bit, I think. Hopefully that matches up. Oh, that was too big. Okay. Yeah. That seems like it's matching up. Okay. Yeah. So that looks good. And let's see. I'm actually gonna create another layer called image 2. So this is, let's see, this is image 1 and image 2. So I'm gonna put this on this image 2. I'm going to select this image over here, and I'm gonna reduce that to like 45, maybe. Yeah, or maybe like in this case, I might just keep it at the 75 over here, which looks okay. And then oh, I just realized I probably forgot to put the layers on the staircase. That happens. So I have to, if this was my drawings, I have to go back to D5 Blender to assign that. And I'm going to put this image too. So this is one with the furnitures. So now I have this layer, one with the so I have this image with the furnitures. So I'm going to lock this layer. So this is without the furnitures. And I'm going to select the one with the furnitures. And I'm going to just kind of reduce that to maybe like 45-ish opacity over here. So now that's kind of how I would like to have it. So in this way, you can see through the floor textures at one opacity, as well as some of these furnitures in more opaque manner. I think that's probably, that might be a bit too much, but maybe like 50, maybe 50. Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I would like to see this. And then of course I'm gonna as last things to do is I'm gonna create this uh frame of the kind of around this. So I want that to be just a frame, and I'm gonna make this to well, I'm gonna type Control R to get this rulers, right click, and change that to the inches. Now, if I select this frame, I can um, 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 change the width of this size of this frame to 16 by 10. Uh, and then I'm going to place this in the middle. See, so that middle is X should be 8.5 and Y should be 5.5, 11 by 17. Yeah. And then I can select these two images as well as the frame and go to the object, click on the clip and mask and make. So that creates the, oh, and then I have to bring this frame back to kind of at the bottom of all the other layers so that lines clearly shows up. And yeah, so that's how I would like to create the hybrid floor prints. Yep, thanks.